Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Tequila Talks, episode number 2, where we sip a little and talk a lot. In today's episode, we're going to talk about sheer ambition, grit, resistance, resilience, perseverance, power, patience. We're going to talk to someone who has extensive experience in marketing, business, management, sales, strategic planning, managing non-profit organizations, and being a brand affiliate for the topmost healthcare products in the States. They call her the woman of impact, the powerhouse, and Texas' very own Marti Conner. Hey Marty, how are you doing today?
I am doing fabulous. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm doing well, and I just want to say you look beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. My favorite color, red.
Yeah, let's begin the show.
Okay.
So today we're going to talk about your life, the lessons and the experiences that you had. Please tell our viewers about yourself.
Born and raised in San Antonio. Was born in a very traditional Hispanic family. There were 5 of us, 4 girls and 1 boy. And I grew up during the time when you were not allowed to speak Spanish publicly in schools and so forth. And now, of course, it's the second language that they teach in school.
Exactly.
But I remember getting in trouble if you spoke in Spanish. And so my family, my dad made the decision early that they were going to quit speaking Spanish to us when we were young. He actually took us, moved us out of the neighborhood, and we grew up in white neighborhoods. And a lot of that was just reinforcing that whole backup if you're here in the United States. I mean, we're second generation, but that was very important to him. So it's interesting because at the same time you're denying your heritage, but you're also living in the greatest, I think, country in the world, the United States.
That heritage transition or whatever the cultures, because I come from India.
Yes.
And I spent 10 years of my life in States.
Yes.
And what I felt was mostly Hispanic and Indian family values are pretty similar in most of the ways, because the work ethic we put in anything that we want, even if it's for family or career or anything.
I agree.
So I feel like we are the most hardest working people on the planet Earth.
Yes, I totally agree with that. Yeah, and, growing up in a traditional Hispanic family, there was an expectation that you got married out of high school, right? You had your babies, and that was kind of what it was for the girls at that time. And of course, when I was going through school, all they taught was home ec and typing, and what shop. And so it's not like what you have now, where you have choices. So that's ingrained in you as you're growing up. But I knew in my heart of hearts that I was destined to do something different. And I remember telling my mom when I was 12, I said, you know what, I'm going to live in Dallas and I'm going to be somebody important. And she reminded me of that when I was in my mid-20s. And I don't remember telling her that, but I was glad she reminded me of that. I basically just decided I just need to do this on my own accord, my own ambition, my own drive. And I did, much to the chagrin of my dad, who used to also say, why don't you get married, have somebody take care of you? And I said, Dad, I'm going to take care of myself. Exactly. So I just kept at it.
From 1952 to 2026,
yes,
there's been a lot of change.
Big changes, yes.
Like a lot of change.
I think it was through the experiences that I pretty much grew up professionally in the healthcare side. So I have over 40 years of experience in hospitals, worked for a lot of large healthcare systems in strategic planning and marketing, in spite of the fact that I didn't have the degree. Exactly. However, like I said, I had great mentors who brought me along with them, trained me, I learned the business, and that was when I was at Baylor Healthcare System.
Oh, you work with Baylor too?
I worked at Baylor Healthcare System,
nice.
And was recruited to go to Cook Children's and a couple other different big healthcare systems as a result.
That's nice. That's very nice to hear.
I'm very blessed with those opportunities, and I took them.
Yeah.
I jumped.
Hell yeah. 2006, you have started your own company, Turnkey Marketing Solutions.
Yes.
So what was the foundation?
Basically, I was laid off. It was that simple. I was laid off. But that gave me some time to really think about what did I want to do. And I just thought, I've got all this experience. I need to get out there and market myself, which is exactly what I did. So I started working with other hospitals, physicians' offices, physician recruitment, did a lot of marketing for pediatric hospitals across the United States. And that's basically what happened. That's the God honest truth.
No kids, no
None.
pets.
None.
I mean, like,
because I never had the desire to have kids. I never did. And I was asked constantly, well, why is that? And I said, I don't know. How do you just, I don't know how to explain that. I just knew that I didn't want kids in my life. I love being around them, but I like sending them back home. Whoever they're going to take care of.
When it comes to family things and everything, they expect us to lead a good life, have a family, kids, get your stuff together and stuff. Because me as a guy, my parents also wants me to have get married, have kids.
Of course.
But me personally, I'm in the era of what you were back in the day. Hey, I want to do some things before getting there.
Exactly. You have to be true to yourself. And I think so many people get pressured to have children or to get married or to just live a certain life. And you have to be true to yourself. And if you're not, then I think you are the most unhappiest person. Or you're lying to yourself. Something's going on there.
Marti Conner.
Yes.
What does happiness means to you?
Being surrounded by people that you love and having people that you love and they love you and that you are who you are. You were who you were meant to be in your life. To me, that is the ultimate in happiness.
Kids Matter.
Yes.
Yeah, I know you've been part of Kids Matter as well, and you have been executive director. And so tell us about what Kids Matter and how do they operate?
Yeah, so we serve about 2,000 kids a year. They all come from Title I schools right here in the community. A lot of the school counselors refer them to us. Women's shelters, we've also got them from foster care. And every year, our goal is to provide the kinds of things that they need. Basic things like clothing, right? Shoes, school supplies, those kinds of things that they don't normally get. When you live in a home where there's poverty, you're struggling to pay the bills, you're struggling to pay rent, you're struggling to get food on the table. And a lot of these kids, they end up with clothes from secondhand stores, or many of them just from their brother or a sister, right?
Exactly.
So they get a lot of that just handed down to them. But think about when you were growing up and you were in school, you wanted to fit in. That was very important that you fit in. You were part of the crowd, right? When you're wearing last season's clothes, or you're wearing clothes that are worn out, or they are too big for you, that makes a real difference in your own self-confidence and your own self-worth. So for us, that's why we want to make sure that these kids get brand new things, brand new items. So for every $100 we raise, we're able to take a child shopping with to Kohl's, which is our partner, and also through the love and blessings of Twisted X Shoes that provide shoes for the kids. They can take that $100 and literally come out of there with $350 to $400 worth of brand new items for these kids. And we do it in November because they're going into the winter months. And we want to make sure they have great warm clothes for the winter. And the kids get to choose their own clothes, and just the difference in them, the joy and the self-confidence and the laughing, it matters to them. And the number one question they ask, can I buy something for my mom? That's where their heart is. I mean, how do you not want to help a child like that?
Let's talk about New Skin.
Okay.
I know you've been a brand affiliate to New Skin.
New Skin is it's a multi-billion-dollar company. They've had products, especially predominantly beauty products and wellness, for many, many years. Everything that they produce is scientifically based, clinically researched. Every product that they put out. I did a lot of research. I wanted to learn what was behind the company. If I was going to do it, I mean, one of the most important things that we have as individuals is our relationship capital. So if I'm telling you, you should do this or you should try that, people will do it because they trust you. And I just thought, you think about that. Well, why is that important? Well, your body is constantly fighting the things that lifestyle, if you're a smoker or you're drinking too much or you do what I do, and you're going to Whataburger every week. You know, you were doing things that were not good for your body. So 2 months ago, I started taking the supplements. I didn't tell anybody I was doing it. I just wanted to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
I scored. There's a Prism device that scores the antioxidants in your carotenoids in your body, and you just a fingertip just down there, just reads it. And I scored low as 230, which is basically a D.
Oh.
Okay, it's a D. And I said, okay, fine. Maybe I don't have to go to Whataburger every week. Maybe I don't have to have 2 shakes all the time. All the things that I was doing, but I started taking the supplements, and it's now been 2 months, and my score has increased to 440, which I'm so excited about.
Small habits. Small
habits. Good small habits, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that the best thing that you can do for yourself is, you got to think of your body as an engine. Think about yourself as a Ferrari. Okay, this is a red hot Ferrari.
Yeah.
And so, what kind of gas am I about to put in it? I got to put in that high octane, the good stuff, right? Not the regular. Because what's going to happen? I'm going to go, you're right, and I'm sputtering. So think of your body as a high performance machine, and what you put in it is what you're going to get out, right? If you want the best out of yourself, out of your body, you got to put in
the best,
right?
And,
you can't expect to be smoking all the time and living a horrible lifestyle, and then expect your body to just say, okay, at age 60, we're just going to be fine. The deal is that you want to live healthy long. So it's health span, not lifespan. So you want to live healthy. I want to be 70, 80, 90, and I'm going to be rocking it, right?
Exactly.
I want to still be this Ferrari.
That's my goal too,
I don't want to be in the junkyard.
So,
think about it that way.
That's nice. So, do you think tequila is healthy?
I think tequila is healthy.
For mental health.
For mental health, yeah. It does a lot for your
Exactly. So why not? Let's take a shot of tequila.
Okay, let's do that.
Cheers to Marti Conner.
Thank you.
Marti,
Cheers
let's
to
have
you.
party. They call you the woman of impact.
Yes. Well, that was a great honor. That was 360 West magazine. And called me up and said that they were running a particular competition and were asking people to nominate individuals. And they said, well, you're nominated to be a woman of impact. And I said, whoa, okay. And I said, what exactly does that mean? And I said, well, it was about what you've done,
Exactly.
for people, what you've done in your life. But predominantly, it was related to Kids Matter.
Let's go to another round.
Okay.
So here what we're going to do is we're going to ask you some random questions.
All right.
So you can just either pick this one or that one.
Okay.
Kind of a rapid fire.
Okay.
So
we can do that.
yeah, let's do that. Okay.
Let's do
You
it.
ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. So books or movies?
Movies.
What's your favorite movie?
Oh, anything that's action-packed.
Oh,
Anything that's
damn.
action-packed, yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
So the one thing that you can't live without. Wine?
My humor. My sense of humor.
Yeah. So if you write a book on your life, what do you want to name it?
I lived it my way.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I lived it my way.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's a nice title. I think I'm gonna steal it from
I
you.
lived it my way.
One quote that you live by.
Pure honesty with yourself. You've got to be honest with yourself.
If you want to pick any 3 words that describes you best as a person, what 3 words that would be?
Feisty.
Okay. Yeah. That brings the
Funny.
Latino outside. The Latino outside.
Feisty. And I'll be your best friend if that's what you need, and we have the chemistry. I'm true to my friends. I'm very true to my friends.
For sure. Nice. So emotional or practical?
Emotional.
Emotional?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. One most impulsive thing that you have done?
I got on a plane and went to Las Vegas with $50 in my hand and came back with a couple of thousand.
Oh, okay.
And I learned how to play blackjack from a professional.
Okay.
And I just thought, okay, I'm going to go try this. And I did quite well.
That's wraps around here. So we're going to go to the next round.
Okay.
And that says one shot. So here we're going to take a shot again. And one advice that you want to give out.
Shot.
Cheers.
I thank God for the blessings that He's given me. And a lot of this is basically my gut telling me whether or not these are good decisions. But I'm also surrounded by some amazing, amazing friends that support me and are willing to listen to me. And I think, let me tell you, I think when you seek out friends, you need to find those friends that you can confide in. And that may just be one person, somebody who's going to always support you, someone that you can tell all your deep, dark secrets to, and someone who's going to always tell you, you know what, you messed up, you screwed up, you were wrong. And those may be 3 or 4 people, or it could maybe one person. But I just think those are the people you surround yourself with.
Thank you very much, Marti, for for your valuable time.
So much. I really did.
We really had fun.
We did.
And you are such an inspiration.
Thank you.
And I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. And I see you grow as a person.
Thank you.
And do great things.
Okay, I can't wait to see where this whole podcast goes. I'm going to say I was one of the first people.
We're going up, baby.
Yeah, they've gone international. They've gone global. I love it.
We have a small gift for you, sponsored by Taupe. That's the Hustle on Point.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
So
Thank
I hope
you.
you like it.
Yes, I'm sure I will. Thank you.
That's it, friends. That's Tequila Talks episode number 2. And number two. Yeah, we're gonna meet again on episode number 3 with a different guest, and we're gonna have some more fun. Until then, adios.